Ever been so tired you just stared blankly at your phone for 20 minutes, too drained to even open the messages you've been ignoring all day? Or found yourself standing in front of the fridge at midnight, unsure why you're there, wondering when life got so exhausting? Congratulations! That means you're doing life correctly. Yeah, you heard me right. Being exhausted doesn't mean you're failing, it means you're living. And that's actually pretty great news. Look, I get it. Tired feels awful. It feels like running uphill, barefoot in the snow. It feels like trying to start your brain with jumper cables after 3 hours of sleep. But here's a brutal little secret nobody ever tells you. Feeling tired usually means you're finally showing up and putting yourself out there. Think about it. Know who's never really tired? People who spend their whole day comfortably scrolling through TikTok, binge watching Netflix, and saying, I'll start tomorrow. For the 275th day in a row. They might feel numb, bored, or restless, but truly tired? Nah. Because tiredness isn't a curse. It's a receipt. Proof that you paid the price for growth. It's proof you chose to step into discomfort instead of hiding from it. But here's the problem. Nobody ever teaches you this part. The moment exhaustion hits, your brain panics and shouts, wait! Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'm doing something terribly wrong, but guess what? Exhaustion doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're growing. Meet Liam. Liam spends 8 hours every day glued to a desk job that drains his soul, handling tasks he barely cares about, and politely nodding to coworkers he can't stand. But each night, even though he's completely exhausted, Liam researches products, tweaks Facebook ads, and fixes endless issues on a Shopify store that still hasn't made him rich. Most nights, he wonders if he's just burning time and money. But last week, Liam woke up to his first profitable sale. Not life-changing yet, but real. And it only happened because Liam decided being tired was better than settling for a life he hates. Real growth looks exactly like this. It's not aesthetic, it's messy hair, caffeine overloads, and Googling things like how to start dropshipping while working a full YIME job. Sound familiar? Congratulations, you're officially leveling up. Yet we've convinced ourselves something's wrong when we feel drained. Society tells us tiredness is weakness, something to fix with energy drinks, motivational speeches, or an overpriced spa weekend. Sure, rest matters. Rest is essential. But only people who've actually put in the effort understand the true luxury of rest. Because rest without effort isn't rest, it's just avoidance. Let's pause here and let that sink in. Now, picture this. You avoid exhaustion, you choose comfort, you stay perfectly rested, perfectly safe, perfectly stagnant, and as weeks turn into months and years, you start feeling a different kind of tired, the tiredness of regret, that heaviness in your chest when you wonder what life could have been if you just tried. Believe me, regret is infinitely heavier than tiredness. Regret doesn't vanish after a good night's sleep. It sticks around whispering, what if, every time your head hits the pillow? Would you rather feel tired from effort or haunted by regret? Let's get one thing clear right now. Exhausted isn't weak. It means you're in the arena, facing your fears, actually trying. It means you're not letting life drift by passively. You're actively shaping it, even when it hurts. So, yes, feeling exhausted is uncomfortable. It sucks. But that discomfort is exactly what growth feels like. Remember your first job interview, your first public speaking moment, your first day at the gym? You weren't confident. You were terrified. Sweaty palms, racing heartbeat, wishing for the floor to swallow you whole. And afterward, you were drained, but also secretly proud. You survived. And next time, it was easier. Not easy, just easier. That's how growth works. One exhausting step at a time. Here's another little secret. Tiredness isn't your enemy. It's proof you're winning. So here's what you do. When you feel exhausted, forget trying to conquer mountains. Start tiny. Write one sentence. Do one push-up. Send one difficult email. Tiny wins create unstoppable momentum. Over time, these small, exhausted actions compound into something huge, something your past self wouldn't recognize. Still don't believe me? Okay, let's talk science. When you push your muscles in the gym, they literally tear. Sounds awful, right? But those tiny tears rebuild stronger. Your muscles don't complain. They just get stronger because they adapted to discomfort. Your mind works exactly the same way. Each uncomfortable step, each exhausted effort, each fearful leap is your mind building strength. And yes, it's tiring. But that tiredness is proof that you are becoming someone you never thought you could be. Listen carefully. Exhaustion isn't a bug, it's a feature. It's the price tag of living courageously, imperfectly, fully. It's okay if it feels ugly. Real growth usually does. Real growth isn't smooth or Instagram ready. It's stumbling through the dark, unsure, messy, and that's exactly why it matters. Maybe right now, your eyes hurt, your back aches, your dreams feel too big, too far away. Maybe you're wondering if it's even worth it. Spoiler alert, it is. One day, you'll look back on these exhausting days and smile. Not because they were easy, but because you survived them. And not just survived, but used them as stepping stones toward the life you always wanted. So next time you feel tired, stop beating yourself up. Stop questioning your worth. Instead, take a deep breath and remind yourself, tired isn't failure. Tired means I'm doing this right. And don't forget to rest. Lie dramatically on your floor. Eat pizza in bed. Vent to your cat. Whatever works. But never confuse rest with quitting. Because here's the thing, nobody tells you. You're allowed to be exhausted. You're allowed to doubt, fear, and stumble. But you are not allowed to quit just because you're tired. You're better than that. Your tiredness is proof you're actually living. And you know what? It suits you. So go ahead and keep reheating that coffee if you must. Keep pushing forward, even if it's messy. Keep choosing exhaustion over regret. Because the truth is simple. If you're tired, congratulations. You're doing life correctly. And honestly, it looks pretty damn good on you. See you in the next one.